You're good to go.
Hello and welcome to the Rotary eClub of Silicon Valley. Each week we bring to you a new program on education, innovation, technology, and humanitarian services. I am the new president of this club for the 2017-18 year. But before we dive into our program today, I'd like to introduce each person on the recording today. My name is Steven, and I am the new president for the 2017-18 year, like it said. And below me, we have Mitty Chang, our most recent past president. And to my left, as I see it on my screen, we have Andrew Taw, our president-elect for the next year. So for this week's program, I'm excited to bring you our very own president-elect Andrew Taw, who will be giving us a program on a service project our club is doing called Laptops for Good. So without further ado, Andrew, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Stephen. Go ahead and just hit the screen share. Hello. Hello.
Hello? Yeah, I hear you now. Sorry, you were like breaking in and out. Is it better now? Yeah, we see the screen.
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mitty, can you hear Andrew?
Yeah, when he's asking.
Okay.
On my screen hasn't loaded yet.
Yeah, it says it's loading right now. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, great. Cool. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about a little project that I started last year and that I'll be folding into our club as a club project. But a little bit of background about myself. So as you guys know, for some of you guys who have seen a much earlier recording, I am an educator by day and a grant writer by night. I work for a program called Upward Bound, which is a federally grant-funded program. There are branches of this all over the country, and I in particular work in Oakland. The goal of Upward Bound is basically to help high school students get into college. And more recently, we have been trying to figure out how to better prepare them for college so that they not only start college after they graduate from our programs, but also that they finish college within 6 years of starting. So this brought up something really interesting because our students are all low income and first generation. And low income students have a very particular set of difficulties, some of which may not be readily obvious. I mean, the obvious stuff is college is gradually getting more expensive, and Pell Grants, which are the federal need-based grants, are gradually getting less available. And so with that said, it's not just a lack of money for a lot of these students. It's that once the financial aid comes through, sometimes students, they come from communities that maybe haven't quite adopted the value of education, because a lot of these students are first generation, which means at least all of our students are first generation, which means that they are among the first of their family to go to college. And so what happens is a lot of times the families would kind of come back to them and say like, hey, we're having a lot of trouble back here, and we know that your financial aid money just came in, you know, could you help us out a little? and it's hard to say no to that. And so a lot of students, in an effort to help out their family in the short run, they often endanger their own chances of success in the long run. So that's an issue. There's also the fact that a lot of these students come from poorer communities with schools that don't prepare them well enough. So once they enter college, they often have to take remedial classes, which, although you have to pay for the classes, don't actually count as units. That's true at least in a lot of the public universities in California. And the students that take remedial classes in their first year have a 75% chance of not moving on to the next year and not graduating. So there's so many issues for low-income students entering college for the first time. And my thought was like, well, there's a lot of issues that are special to specifically them. So what really is dramatic for me, and I'm kind of more of a numbers person, what's really dramatic for me is that the national graduation rate for college is 55%. But in the low income quartile, the bottom 25% of income earners, their graduation rates are 9%, which is a dramatic difference. And if you guys are wondering, the top income quartile is also 77%, which seems really low too, because that would be like more or less 1 out of 4 would drop out by the end of college. But low-income students are presented with so many more barriers that I really wanted to somehow make at least their first year a little bit easier. So that's how Laptops for Good kind of first came about. One of the big things for a lot of our students is the digital divide, basically the lack of access to computers in a lot of the low-income family homes. And going into college, I wanted to provide laptops for students so that they didn't have to use their very limited financial aid to be able to still continue to go to school, and to not have to depend on all of the computer labs that are on campus, which usually have very limited hours. And so each award, what I call Chromebook care packages, contain a Chromebook, a mouse, a flash drive, and a laptop case. This particular set came from my last year, the class of 2016. Since then, the case now has, it's one of those more briefcase type cases with the shoulder strap and the handles and stuff. At the time, this particular case in 2016 was just what I could afford. And in 2016, managed to award laptops to 3 students, all of whom were awesome. So basically, the idea is in order to apply for a laptop and get one, they would have to both be from a low-income family and have a strong history of community service. And all 3 of these guys have done so many cool things. Like Kevin on the right is really into environmental sciences and has done a lot of work measuring water quality in Lake Merritt, which is this central lake of Oakland. And this year, 2017, we managed to get laptops for 4 students, and all of this was done out of the wonderful generosity so many cool people around me, many of which are actually from this club, which is just so awesome to me. And it really affirms for me again, like the power of Rotary, that if you just want to do good, you almost just kind of have to ask around a little bit, and you'll get support. So this year we awarded to our class of 2017 4 laptops, and you can read about each of these 4, any of these 3 on the website. But I'll leave Stephen a link on the meeting page, so you can really learn more about these guys. They're great. So much cool work coming out. And in kind of thinking about the future, what this could do, it'll be a couple things. So one is now it's a club project, we can create a committee around it. So if any of you members of our club and prospective members would like to be a part of this committee once you are official members of the club, then let me know. Just email me. I'll leave my email with Stephen as well, and let me know if you want to join, because we'll do all kinds of cool work. Right now, the main duty is to choose which of the students we would like to receive the award. And the hope is that it will expand from further than Bay Area. Right now, it's just been like, for the past 2 classes, 2016 and 17, it's just been me, and I reside in the Bay Area. And to avoid shipping costs, I kind of have to just focus only on my area. So any committee members who would like to join me, if you are in another state or a whole other part of the state, that would be so cool, because then we would just kind of purchase it to where you are and ship it directly to where you are, and not have to pay for the extra shipping costs. So it would really expand out like the range of students that we could possibly serve. And the other part of committee work will be to kind of decide what direction this will go in. For the past 2 years, it's just been me, and I would love to hear more words of wisdom and extra thoughts, and just really driven people to kind of gather around to work toward something greater. And one of my thoughts was to provide, in addition to the laptops, leather-bound folios, which the students can kind of take into job interviews or internships or anything like that. And also during the November, December months, when they will be taking the first round of finals, to send kind of like snack care packages with words of encouragement in them and things like that. And maybe eventually to kind of set up a network for us. So for any students who want to who are studying towards or want to work towards a certain field, that we could connect them to people who can kind of shed some light for career exploration or anything like that. This part is already kind of a wonderful thought, and a part of it is sort of already starting, because for the class of 2017, in the award letter that went out to the students that got the Chromebook care packages, there were also little notes in the back of the letter from the various donors that have supported this project. Just little bits of advice and encouragement and all of that. Rushton even left a short video about time and managing it, and how limited and precious it is. So many cool things to come. I'm so excited for this project. And the next sort of immediate thing about this is that we have our club has a fundraiser that will be benefiting this project. So that's on August 6th in Livermore at the Retzlaff Vineyards from 11 to 2. There'll be live jazz, there'll be food, there'll be wine, there'll be silent auction. I'm working right now to kind of build out a method for people to participate in both the auction and to kind of like connect with people while they're at the event. So that for those of you who are a little farther away or are confined to your offices or your homes or whatever, that you could still join us in supporting the future of all of these wonderful students. And that is, for me,
Sorry, you cut off on the very last end. What did you say at the very end?
I'm not sure what the end would be, but I think my last sentence was thank you for giving me
Oh, okay, perfect.
for listening and all of that.
Yeah, sorry about that. It cut off for like a brief second, but man, thank you, Andrew. That was an awesome presentation.
Thank you.
How much does it cost to get one of those like packages, for an award for each student?
Oh man, I was gonna mention that.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't print out your notes. So each Chromebook care package costs a little bit less than $250.
Oh wow.
It's about $220, and as we become more able to get more, the intention is to partner up with Google to get them at a discount.
Okay.
Ticket items, obviously, the Chromebooks.
That's awesome. And then did you just come up with the, what do you call it, the snacks and everything for November?
I'm sorry?
Did you just come up with the idea for like the snacks to put together for the package in terms of like them in November during finals week?
Yeah. I mean,
That's pretty cool.
a lot of the different pieces, that actually was my beautiful fiance, who is a lot more nurturing than I am. I'm very much like with my students, I'm very much a like, go hard and like make yourself great and all of that. She very much brought the more nurturing element.
Yeah. Man, that's that's pretty cool. Well, dude, thank you again, Andrew. That was awesome.
Thank you.
And I guess wanted to also talk about the fundraiser. So we can start giving out flyers, and if anybody who knows anyone would love to come to this event, please feel free to invite them. There's gonna be food. There's gonna be drinks. It's gonna be fun. So
yeah, the link to the ticket platform will also be on the meeting page.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we'll put it up there.
Click on it. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, is there anything else that we need to talk about? I think we're good.
I'm good.
Perfect. Well, again, just before we end, I'd like to say thank you for everyone to join us today. And then if you haven't done so already, please leave a comment so that we can let Andrew know what a great job he's doing. And if you guys have any questions for him, feel free to leave it in the comments, and then we'll make sure it gets to him. But until then, thank you again. See you all next week. Take care. Bye.